Good afternoon from the ruins of Trumpan Church up on Waternish Point on Skye. The township stood here since about the 1300s, but the township came to an end on the first Sunday of May in 1588. Seeking revenge for the massacre on Egg the year before, 8 birlins or warships of MacDonalds set sail from South Uist, which is we can actually see today, and landed just over round here on Ardmore Point. Now, in those days it was all very religious, and the entire population of the township was in the church. So what they did was, the MacDonalds all came up, barricaded the door of the church and set fire to the roof, killing everybody inside. Now there's a couple of stories as to what happened after that. There was the main one that people seem to be reciting is, there's little windows here, and apparently a young girl managed to escape, and she was mortally wounded but managed to run 10 miles to Dunvegan to raise the alarm, which I kind of found rather difficult, but hey, who knows. There was another version said of a Maggie MacLeod. They let her go, but they cut off one of her breasts, and knowing that she'd bleed to death before she could raise the alarm, thought they were okay, but she fell somewhere, and it's known as Maggie's Mound. I read the story on the internet, I cannot find it. Maybe somebody can enlighten me with that. Another story says that passing fishermen raised the alarm when they saw the fire, but probably the truth of the matter is that somebody would have saw the fire and lit the fiery cross. Now the fiery cross or the burning cross is, most people relate it to the Ku Klux Klan, but it's actually been going for 800 years prior to them. It was first recorded of a Peter de Broys, who was a French heretic scholar who basically disagreed with everything the church said and would set fire to crosses. And he basically he existed between about 1117, this was about 1117 to 1131, but an angry mob got fed up with him and killed him. But the fiery cross was basically a call to war, and when you saw the fiery cross lit, you dropped everything. You left your bride at the altar, you left the coffin to the graveside, and the fiery crosses were lit as they went down. The MacLeods then saw them, they all came up. Now at this point the MacDonalds had fled back down to Ardmore Point, but their boats were left high and dry. The MacLeods apparently then raised the fairy flag, and their numbers were increased tenfold. And a battle then ensued, and the MacDonalds were all killed, although again one story I read was one of the boats managed to escape. Suffice to say, all of them, or certainly most of them, were killed. And what the MacLeods did with the bodies was they then lined them up against a dry stone dike, a wall, and just collapsed the wall on top of the dead MacDonalds, and it's known as the Battle of Spoiling Dyke. And that was the end of Trumpan. But we'll go into the church itself. It's tiny. I thought it would be bigger. Maybe there were just really small people in those days. But it was a sad revenge act for the one the year before. So come on, we'll have a wee look inside the church.